Hello! Oh, that was loud. That was rather too loud. I apologise. How's it going, everyone? This is still too loud. There we go. I have a standing desk. That's why I can do this. Yes. How's everyone going? I hope the... wasn't too loud on this end. Okay. I have some... yeah. Yeah, I have a standing desk, so I can stand before you, and I have great freedom of movement. I was hoping this will help my my neck and back problems. So yeah, I've changed the sound setup a little bit. So let me know if you can hear everything properly. The music is quite loud for me. How is it for you? I haven't really tested that. I just put it on like the tiniest bit of percent. But yeah, today I'm working on the. It's pretty quiet. Okay, one sec. Let's see if we can sort this. Here. I'm not sure how to fix this. Oh, I know. Yes, of course I know. Let's see. How's that? Is that louder? Yeah, today I'm working on this pixel art spaceship. I have had a change of mind. Bet you think, okay, yeah, it's going to be way too loud if I... Sorry. Technical nonsense. I'll just finish what I was saying. Yeah, I'm working on the spaceship. So I've had a change. I'm going to start again. I can do that with a recording. I can't do that when it's live. What am I doing? Pixel art spaceship. I decided that that doing it in 3D was not necessarily the best idea. I had some problems with the physical nature of reality in three-dimensional space, which are something I can't really change. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use the 3D models as a guide and then position them like this and then basically draw a pixel art spaceship over it. And I think that will be a decent effect. Because for one thing, the spaceships, you're not going to see them from more than one angle, really. Yeah, the laws of physics. They're so inconvenient. But yeah, hello everyone. Welcome. Let's say hello to everyone. Hello, Visaneku, Ritu, Arcturus Deluxe, Judge Groovy Man, Gabriel Enma, hello, and Cybernoob. Did I miss anyone? I hope not. And Albionium, welcome. We are doing pixels, and I'm standing up. I am standing as a testament. Yes. So, shall I show off the game a little bit? I mean, you've all seen it so far. Yeah, nothing has really changed. Let's just have a quick look at it, shall we? For the sake of it. A testament to pixels, yes. So, right now, it's all very work in progress. This is the bridge as it is. This is where the pixel art spaceship is going to appear. So, yeah. And you can target things, and you can fire lasers at their lasers. And other lasers at their other lasers. And you end your turn. They play some cards. Shoot some missiles. We can shoot their missiles out of the sky. And that's pretty much it so far. But I think it's got a lot of potential, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work on it. And yeah, so I really like to get some nice graphics for the spaceship here. So that's what we'll be working on. So, like, this is sort of the original concept I had. It was just something I put together in like 5 minutes. But this is kind of an evolution of it. It's got that same basic shape. I could show you the one in Blender, actually, couldn't I? That's a good idea. I'll give you an idea of the three-dimensional ship. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the ship in 3D. I had to go unwrapping it, so it's low poly, and I wanted to put a texture on it, and it was a nightmare. I am bad at UV unwrapping, so you can see the problem I'm having, right? This is the wrong thing there. What I wanted was these lines to go straight here. But if they go straight here, then the pixels aren't square. They get slanted. And so they have to like come off the edge like that. And it's just not what I wanted. It's not the look I was going for. And I think I was doing a thing I do many times is biting off more than I can chew, trying to do too much. And, you know, it just didn't... it didn't serve me to keep doing it that way. So... a good thing about this is if I have the 3D model, I can like redraw it from another angle if I want to, you know. So if we want like a schematic view of it, I can just go to the top view like that, and draw over something or do some diagrammatic thingy. And yeah, let's see. Really should have watched the previous dev vids. Well, you can watch them on jimmakesgames.com. I'll just put them here. That's an easy way to find them, just on my website. They're on the front page now. You can also find them on my YouTube channel. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the shape. Yeah, it's got a kind of, I think, a slightly unique look. It looks a little bit like a Cardassian Galor class warship, but different enough. I think it's got this kind of sort of like the front of a an old steam railway thingy. What do you call it? Oh, wait a minute. I just realised I haven't set up a thing. I haven't got the notifications. What's it going? Hang on. I must do that before someone redeems anything. Ha. Yeah, I'm a bit flustered today. It's probably because I'm standing. I can't stand it. Okay, I'm just going to try just to make sure this works. Excuse me, one moment. It works. Is that a hangar below the ship? I'm not sure what that is. I think it could be useful for a lot of things. It could be like a missile launcher. It could be a weapons thing. Another question is like, where are the weapons going on this thing? So, because the weapons are going to be I want them to be things that are visible, kind of like in FTL. We can see them sticking out, and asteroid scoop, yeah, or a fuel scoop, yeah, could be a mining ship, yeah. But I want the weapons to be visible so you can see them get blown off, essentially. Yeah. So, shall we begin? Let's try to do this. I really want to fix the music problem. Is it super quiet? It's probably super quiet. I don't know how to fix this because if you can't hear it, but I can. Music level seems fine. Okay, good. All right. Cool. I was thinking of adding a channel point reward that would let you modify the sound volume yourself. Like, so if it's too loud, you can just redeem some. Like, it wouldn't be a lot. And then, okay, let's turn off the back layer. And we have just this now. So I'm going to start by adding in some just basic colors. Just start with. We want to make it a green, I guess, to resemble the. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. To resemble the original concept a little bit. Yeah. Just some rough colours here to get things started. Like that. Yeah. Question is about the aesthetic in general. So, like, do I want black outlines? Do I want outlines at all? Or do I want coloured outlines? Let's see. Little unrelated, but on the bridge view, you were talking about the slanted text and wanted to make it smooth. Maybe there's no need for text at all? Possibly. The problem is, like, if you're a noob and you're looking at this, what is this green bar? What is this cyan bar? There needs to be a way to interpret it, you know, for people who are just starting. You don't want it to be so hovering. I mean, yeah, hover info is fine, but then when you have all this stuff and none of it has text on it, it's like you have to hover over every little thing. I'm not sure about that. I have a jukebox channel reward bit, but I've ended up using my point of Deus Ex 2's. Use an icon. Icons are good, but again, you don't know what they are until you've learned it. So yeah, let's do this thing. So, nice thing you can do in a sprite, you can make a palette from the things that are in the sprite here, and then you just go, you can change the color mode to indexed, and now I can select a color. If I click this, what's it? I can change the color itself, and it changes it in the sprite. Isn't that nice? Yeah, cool. Now we've already got something looking vaguely like something. Yeah. It's really handy. So I can just, it's like an old it's a really nosy spaceship. It is. It's really like an old image editor, you know, with the way it works, like in Deluxe Paint or something, where if you change this, because it had a limited palette, you couldn't just pick a new color without changing the palette. I have 6 copies of Ace Sprite. Why do you have 6? That's extraordinary. And why haven't you used it? It's brilliant. Okay. I'm not sure I want to go green. Let's see how it looks with other colors. So we can just change the hue here. Let's see how it looks blue. I mean, I tend to go with blue for a lot of things. I like blue. I mean, that doesn't look great. I think green is okay. It kind of has a bit of a Romulan or Klingon look, I guess. More Romulan than anything. Am I forgetting anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something. So, as far as shading goes, hang on. For a small second, I almost suggested you making a normal map for easier lighting, but no. It's funny you should mention that. I was thinking of doing that. So there's this program called. Hang on. I think I have it here somewhere. Bear with me. Come on, brain. I have too many things. Sprite Lamp. Here we go. So this is like the one it comes with. So as you can see here, you have a diffuse map, which is just like the unlit model, and then you make this for how it would look, just illuminated in black and white, essentially, from each angle. You don't have to do everyone. You can get by with just left and top, and then it will interpolate the left, and you have like a specular map and emissive map, and it generates the normal map. So if we click there, generate. See, it has this really cool lighting effect, and I use this in Guildmaster for the environments, in the dungeon environments, and it was a lot of work, but I think it could look really cool with the lighting and the explosions and things. Yeah. It made the environments look a little better than they would have in Guildmaster. The advantage of this is it's just I have to do it once for every spaceship, and it's not nearly as difficult as it would be for making like every part of an environment, which I did before. Did you leave the oven on? Oh, maybe, yeah. Buying it for the kids as well as myself, which then gave me Steam keys. I'll be using it being touched. Oh, okay. Yeah. How's that going, Gabriel? The switch to game dev as a profession. That's the iron on top of the oven, on top of the fire. I'll put this over here with the rest of the fire. Yeah. Do I need to make shading here at all? No, not really. That's the thing. But it is kind of harder to draw something without shading in a way, because it's harder to see what it's going to look like. You kind of draw the shading as another layer almost. So I guess we can just start to add some details. Get some more palette slots here. Let's just pick some greys. What kind of details do we want? Well, we want weapons. Must leave now, but I'll watch the dev vids tomorrow. Cool. Good to see you here. Lazy bastard. That's fair. I can identify with that. Kids off school. Oh, yeah, it's half term, isn't it? Yeah. The half of the term. I'm going to look for some inspiration. That's what we're going to call it. I'm going to look at some spaceships from another pixel art game. And you can call it cheating if you want, but this is the way you learn, by doing. I want to see them without the system overlays, really. Let's see. Yeah, let's look at. There we go. So they do a really quite a simple look in FTL. So we have these plain areas of, but plain areas, but we have these sort of striking lines across the middle, and then these sort of grooves, and a few areas of special detail, like this grate here, and then this sort of layered shading. The engine is quite detailed. The NG ship, look at this thing. This is really quite. It's like almost Borg-like in its detail. Yeah. Okay. Again, this I like these fins. I think fins, this sort of little cutout with fins, that seems like a nice detail. And then this sort of thing here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What happened to the space reward? Oh yeah, I thought that was a bit much. I could put it back on. Actually, I don't know if it still works. It was a bit. I don't know. I could put it back in if a popular demand. If you guys want it back. Shading can be made pretty simple using the 3D model and a simple lighting setup in Blender. Yeah, I could do it that way. But the thing is, I'm doing a lot of the details in pixel art, so it won't be. There won't be so many. The shading on the details won't be there. Is the weapon variation ship specific? I'm really not sure yet. That's all kind of up in the air. It's a bit higher resolution too. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's true. It's higher resolution, so I need to think about that. Panels and such. Yes, panels. Let's just try doing some stuff. It's not the worst thing if it doesn't work. Let's just try making some. Oh wait, before I do this, I should use the old symmetry view here, which is very handy. There we go. Something like this. That looks okay. Just looking at the preview to see how it looks. Off center? Oh, it is. You're right. Okay, that's a problem. I guess I just need to move it over one then. There we go. Thank you. I've been meaning to make a new reward for point out a mistake, which will make a noise and get my attention. So, if I'm doing something wrong, you can tell me. That'll be really helpful. Yeah, symmetry tool is nice. Now would be the time to choose, but it affects what weapons you're on a ship. Well, it's more like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on weapon ports, because whether they change or not, they're going to need to be destructible. That's not what I drew before. So I want the weapons themselves to be able to be like visible and destructible visually. You know what I mean? Yeah, that looks okay. I kind of like this shape, and there could be like some kind of energy weapon in the middle of this. Maybe like some kind of big crystal sticking out the front that fires a big laser beam. I think that would be cool. You go old school, clay models and digitize them. Oh god, yeah, like Doom. That's not quite right. Yeah, I don't like that either. I'll come down like this. Kind of looks almost a church-like visual we're going with here. Like it looks almost like the front of a sort of stained glass thing or something. I don't know. So this could work, even though it's got these two sides. Because if I choose a different color, I'm going to do some like temp shading here, just to get the idea. These lines, I very much like these to be uniform whenever they can be. Not sure this is working, but I'm trying to go for this kind of like indent look, but I'm not sure this is working right. No, not sure about this. The colours are wrong. I should go back to green for this. It's too saturated. Welcome, Afarius Abstraction. Hello. And Cat Peasant. Hello. Welcome. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Let's see. Maybe the aliens are very religious. Yeah, because that's something I really want to get into in a video game. I mean, could be like the Ilrath, right? They worshipped the Urkhan as gods, didn't they? And they were kind of churchy. Let's see. Symmetry is so magical. Somehow it makes any line nice and intentional. Yeah, but it's interesting when you break symmetry a little, like Breen ships. I'm gonna just show you a Breen ship now because I like looking at things. There's a few different ships that break symmetry, but this is one of my favorites. So it's kind of hard to see like that. Hang on, there's a better. Well, not better, but for the one time I don't want transparency. There, so you can see it's got this. It's mostly symmetrical, but it's just slightly off. You know, it's got this kind of boomerang shape to it. Really cool. Let's see. As a child, watching Star Trek TNG, I always thought the main screen was a windshield looking out into space. In retrospect, that would have been a terrible design choice. Didn't they do that in one of the remakes? One of the 2009 one? Like the... it was actually a window, because it gets broken and then there's like... Yeah. I think in Nemesis as well, you see like the... when it's broken, it is a view screen, but it gets broken and then... Spoiler alert for a shit movie. It's not even showing in the preview. Might be too fine a detail. Right. Gods of death and destruction. Yeah. Dogar and Kazon. Yeah. They worshipped Umga. No one worshipped Umga except the Umga. Umga worshipped jokes. Bad jokes. Just watched the new Dune. Have you seen it? Oh, let me tell you. Visual design, very good. I didn't like it. No, sir. I don't like it. It's because. So I'm not going to I'm not going to spoil any plot or anything, but it just felt kind of empty. Like none of it meant anything, you know. And it was just the main character was extremely unlikable. Had no charisma. I liked Jason Momoa's character. That was about it. And it was really slow. It was like, okay. I'm just, Jason Momoa's in it, right? It's slow. These are not spoilers. So I am very, very anti-spoiler. So I would never. I don't like that. I'm gonna get rid of these. So yeah, I didn't care for it, I'm afraid. But many people have liked it, so don't count it out yet. It just depends. Yeah, let's see. I don't expect much. Yeah, I didn't like the original, but at least it had a bit more personality. There's at least 4 people who know Codemasters. Yeah. I mean, oh. See, just with that, just accidentally clicking that, it looks a bit nicer with the shading. Because really, we'd want like one side of it to be darker, like that. I'm wondering about the whole what should we call it? Shading thing. So I kind of like that, but I don't know what to do about this part because this. I could lose the middle pixel. So there's 2 ways to center things with pixel art. You can either have this where you have like an even number of pixels and then you end up with 2 pixels as the middle, or you can have an odd number of pixels and it's a lot harder to each comes with its own difficulties. So there we have that now. It's slightly thinner, but now I can do this. And maybe that's better. Problem is this breaks symmetry. Like, it can never put the line exactly on the middle like that. So that's not necessarily ideal. Star Control 2, yeah. I know at least some people might have first seen it through my series on it a million years ago. Well, 8. So enthralled by the visual world building, I was happy to just enjoy feeling I was in that universe. Yeah, no, that's legit. It was very good visuals, I'll say that. Might just make the mid-nose cone, the mid-nose concave. Yeah. Let's have a look again at these. Yeah, so these are just dark black lines. And then we have some sort of shading along that there too. It's really tricky to come up with this sort of thing, for me at least. It's right in IMAX, oh yeah, that must be good. Okay. Let's do like one of those sort of vent things here. Does that work? Maybe. One thing I have been watching recently that I've been enjoying is Foundation. Isaac Asimov's Foundation. I can't remember if I mentioned that last time. Does it have any weirding module nonsense? I am not going to reveal plot elements. I'm sorry. If you want to ask it with a spoiler tag in the Discord, that's one thing. But I'm very conscious of spoiler stuff. Find details like this as long as there are people. Wait, find details like this. As long as there are people, don't criticize them anyway. If you draw something weird, the player might go, huh, it looks funny. Yeah. No, that's true. I think the things, I don't want people to just look at it and think, oh, well, that just doesn't look like anything. You know, like a Westworld character. Let's see, can I do something here like that, like actually cut into it? Is that good? Just kind of messing about here, really, seeing what works, what doesn't. Kind of just looks bad. What if we speaking of big sci-fi, this is the, I don't know how well you can hear it, this is the soundtrack to Rama, the game, and that's something that would be really cool to be turned into a movie or a TV show. I think probably a TV show would be better. That's cool looking. I'm not sure what state it was at when you said that. But thank you. Yeah. So obviously we'd mirror that on the other side, but when it comes to vent style details like this, suggestive is better for the scale. Break up the silhouette by indenting and just add a shadow on the top line. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna make a new color. I can fine tune these colors later. Oops. Yeah. I read Rendezvous with Rama back when I used to read. And that was cool. I am not used to standing this long. I'm a... I think that's part of the problem of why I was having so many neck and back problems, is that my muscles for standing are not good, and so I sit with bad posture. And this is like forcing me to use muscles. Also, my feet hurt. I'm going to get one of those mats to stand on that's cushion your feet. I'm wearing shoes right now. I know it's really interesting. You want to hear about my fucking shoes. Let's see. Hard to make out details in pixel art. You can start with high-res model and pixelize it. You can even make 3D models so you can make the sprites in different directions. Well, I do actually. Yeah. So you, if you joined a little bit later, this is the 3D model that I am tracing over. So I made a screenshot like this and I drew over the edges, and because I find that a lot easier than trying to come up with some kind of 3D design in 2D. And the advantage of this is I can redraw it from different angles if I need like a diagrammatic view or some other angle of it. But I wanted to keep these shapes simple because the details should really just be in the pixel art. Yeah. Thank you, Visaneku. Just wondering if I can add a little bit more detail. Like something maybe... Yeah, not quite. Let's try a different colour. Maybe one of the lighter colours. That's not terrible. No, I don't think so. It just looks kind of like nothing. But something like that. Looks like something to plug into it. Yeah, yeah, like a docking port. It could be a docking port. That could definitely be something that's there. Well, that's a bit slanty for a docking port. It could be a weapon port. This could be where all the weapons go. Ah, yes. Yes, and then there'll be like this little hole. A giant space hoover, yeah. It could, as in Space Quest 5, like that's pretty much what one of the what Roger Wilco's ship is. It sucks up garbage, and yeah, it's a thing. I'll bring up the bottom of that section so it's in line with where the index starts and add a highlight to it. Bring up the bottom of that section. Do you mean like this? Because then it sort of misses. It doesn't go with the angle at here. Maybe I'm not understanding what you mean. Aren't all docking points slanty in real life ships and planes? Yeah, that's true actually. I mean, well, I think on space stations, on like the space shuttle and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, that could bring it up, not increase it down, so the opposite of what you were doing, but in that exact area. Bring it up. You mean bring this part up? I mean, I could do that, but then I'm changing the shape. Like, I don't really want to change the shape I've got here, because maybe I'm not understanding. Dark part. Like this? Sorry, I know this is, like, difficult to explain what you're trying to... I mean, I could make it more slanty. On the far left. Oh! You mean like this? Like that? Yeah, actually that is better. That is actually better. Or is it? Let's see. If I undo and then look at it again. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Gotcha. You know what would be cool is if in Twitch you could like click on the stream somewhere to like indicate to me something. That would get massively abused by huge huge chats though. So can you imagine just all the dots appearing where people are poking? Isn't that there is something like that, isn't there? Maybe? I don't know. I vaguely recall seeing something like that. Yeah. It's about to take a screenshot. Yeah, that works, yeah. Just trying to figure out whether I should make this. That adds to the slantiness look of it. I think I'll leave that for now. I'm okay with that. Detail looks good already. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to somewhere else. We probably want some lights and stuff, like some little lights and stuff. So let's see about adding some of that, like maybe like around here. It needs an outline really for that to work. Problem is this has an outline already. Maybe on the bottom here, like on the wings, right? That makes sense. Something like that. Just need to be able to give it a real outline. More contrast. Not sure about that. Maybe it should be darker. Oh, could go just full dark. Change it a bit. Too saturated. Not green enough. That looks okay, but I think I should move it. Like there. Angle looks a bit weird, but I think that kind of works. I quite like the light green. Made it look like the light had its own panel. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that again. But the problem I'm having is the lack of contrast. Maybe then I can add another outline around that. Oops, that's wrong. That kind of works. I don't like this color for it though. No, I need darker. I still think it's in the wrong place. Add a highlight and shadow on the light itself. May not work with the resolution. Hang on, I missed some chat. The thing at the bottom is just a huge floodlight, a fog light. Yeah. I mean, there's not much fog in space. I mean, maybe going through a nebula. But the funny thing is, nebulae are not like the real nebulae are not like they are portrayed in science fiction. Like it's like asteroid fields, right? Real nebulae are less dense than a planetary atmosphere, you know, by a lot. Let's see. Add a highlight and shadow onto the light itself. Well, yeah. If I make the sort of panel area itself two different colors, maybe like that. Not quite. It doesn't quite work. It's just the wrong colours, perhaps. It's too muddy. It doesn't have enough contrast. Video game logic, if you want it to look menacing, paint it red. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think the Klingon and Romulan ships look pretty fucking menacing. And they're green, mostly. Are there any red ships in Star Trek? I don't think there are. I must be missing something. Are there any red ships in Star Trek? There must be. I don't know. Oh, what about this? Oh, that looks good. I think. What do you think of that? Like just one side? I still think it needs more space around it though. I've got this whole thing crammed in too tight. Maybe like just that. That could work. Not enough apparently. How's the music? Is it too loud? I'm going to turn the music down because it's quite loud for me. I'm going out of frame. Oops. There we go. Okay. You can hear me fine. Okay, it's too loud for my ears. So I had this weird setup before, and I've moved this. I had to do so much cable management to make this work that I've kind of had to change the way some of these things work. I used to have it so that I had this this analog sound mixer that was getting sound from both the laptop and my desktop computer. Then I realized I didn't need to do that, and so I just had my headphones plugged directly into the laptop, but it's too loud. I don't know how to change the volume on the headphones without changing the system volume. Maybe I can do that. Maybe it's not important. If music's fine, then that's fine. Okay, let's move on. What other details? Let's look again at our inspiration. So we have these vents. I still haven't done these vents type things. Well, I like this kind of panel look. Like you just have this sort of just a panel with some specs to make look like well, kind of like we have up here. We can just do this again in other places. So although the color doesn't work, let's try this color. Not important? What? What isn't important? I need to know. It's very important that I know what is not important. Kind of like that. But it's... Yeah, maybe. Oh, okay. Okay. You can really ever do it with this sort of thing, so I'm just gonna see how it looks with some little dots for like bolts or whatever. No, I'm not sure. That line looks terrible on the preview. Connects with a different layer of the structure. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. This one. Yeah, you're right. It makes it look like it's... Yeah. How about this line just across like this? Is that good? Let me try something. I'm going to change this color here. It's too much. Yeah. Okay. Let's see about this kind of thing on the base here. Should do something simple like that. I'm going to mirror this afterwards. I'll just do it now for... Yeah, I don't like that. Do a line down the middle, but it looks kind of... Maybe the undernose should be a darker shade to separate it from the rest of the bottom. Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah, that could work. Maybe it should be a different... little too much, yeah. Let's, how about this? Oh, yeah. No. I mean, one thing we could do is make the bottom a different color entirely. Like, hang on, if I... like, not that color, but, you know. Maybe a different shade. Like this kind of dirty cyan. Yeah, nah. No. Teal, that's what I'm thinking. It's not yellowish. Could work, needs the contrast. Yeah. It still needs the outline to be changed as well if I do that. Black makes it look like the ship has a mustache. Yeah. Brown works pretty well. Okay. Let's expand this and add another brown. Darker one for the outline. Question is, How do we do the divide? I think this sort of module should also be the same color as the top. Green and brown? Are we making a Vogon shit? Oh, maybe. Oh, fennelled grunt bumpling, thy micturations are to me as flurgid grabble blotchets in a lurgid bee, and so on. I think I got that wrong. But, you know, doing Vogon poetry wrong just makes it better, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. I can try different colours. I can just repaint it a bit. I'm being really poor with the. Oh shit! I'll just do it like this. No. Lighter. Let's see. Movie logic. If you want to make it menacing, give it a mustache. Yes, absolutely. Said it with enough confidence to convince me. Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? All right, let's just now do the old. Copy paste and then flip and then there we go. Okay. I'm not sure about the brown, but we can just try a few different colors by shifting the. Let's see if a slightly yellowish green works better. This is too dark. No, that's not working. Is the ship being lit from the front? That's a good question. I was thinking it's lit from the top, but if I do the whole like lighting. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's fix that. Is that right? Oh, no. Is that right? It's looking okay, but I just still don't. I need to do something about this color. Let's try red. Oops. Oh dear, I changed the transparency. No, don't do that. There we go. Ah, no. Hi Jim, Dev on Twitter was sharing a 3D effect for his deck of cards that make them look like holograms. Could be something interesting to have in mind when you start working the end result. That's really cool. If you want to post a link to that or post it in the Discord, I'll take a look at it later. Turtle ship just needs a couple of flippers. Yes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Spaceships. Probably could use a bit of shading on one side just to differentiate. Yes, you are right. You are right. So let's just experiment with that briefly. That already looks better. And then I should make this like that. This color. No. Is that good? Maybe a little too strong. Which part? These colors are a mess. I need to tidy them up. Yeah, I think shading I can kind of perfect a bit later. But I'm just trying to get the sort of the design down. I kind of don't like this thing. I'm going to change this to something else. Something else in there. Hello, Gabriel. Welcome back. We are about to go on a break. I was thinking I might need to sit for the second half of the break, but I seem to be doing all right. Yes, potentially weapon ports, like maybe multiple ones. Or this could be like the engine module, because the thing is, you're going to need to be able to target different parts of the ship. Mostly shield generator, it could be the shield generator, weapons and engines. So, oh, I just had a thought. If this is a weapon port as well, then we could give it the same color as this. Oh, that's that color. Okay. I kind of want to make this like a big crystal or something. That's where the BFG goes. Yeah. Yeah. I really don't like this other color, but I don't know. Let's try blue. Again. I don't know. Split the crystal, like 3 sections with different shading? Yeah. And the crystal will be like, will have to be another layer, because if it gets destroyed, that will need to be shown visually. Let's just be careful with the hue of his shades of green. Some greens are more yeah, I definitely need to. Okay, let's look at the hues. Yeah, that one is more. But changing the hue is good when it's done deliberately, and this is not being done deliberately. So let's set them all to the same hue, roughly. Let's see how that looks. Does that look better or worse? I wasn't really looking. Hang on. Barely notice it. Okay. I wonder if... I'm having a thought now. A dangerous thought. What if I just get rid of this bottom bit? Right? Do I even need it? Could take it off the model as well if I really want. No. There. I mean, it could be a variant, right? We could have a variant with the bottom module. That kind of looks better, right? It doesn't have as well defined a shape. Does that look like it's coming at you? I don't know. It kind of looks more saucer. It looks like a saucer with a nose. If you read the bottom bit, at least what? Shadows are more bluey. Yes. Yeah. It looks like we're looking at the front of something. Yeah. Okay. But does this part, the darker part, does it look like the bottom? You know what I mean? It does look that way. What do you mean? Okay. Okay, good. It does look like that's the bottom. Okay. Sorry, the delay means that sometimes I'm not sure what's being spoken of. Like the idea of having variants. Yeah. It'd be like in FTL where you have slightly different builds of the ships. Blue tints denote shaded areas. Yes. I mean, what my intent here is that this is actually a different color, like a different paint on the ship. But yeah. Oh, Monkey Island. Hey. So I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, and when I get back, we'll do some more of this. So see you in a few minutes. Oh shit! Where's my mouse? Ha! There we go.
Are you someone who enjoys tactical combat with a Comedio retro fantasy aesthetic? Well, let me tell you, Buster, you ought to be playing Guildmaster, a gratuitous subtitle available on Steam. Yes, that's right, Guildmaster, gratuitous subtitle, is the comedy fantasy retro aesthetic tactical combat comedy retro game for you. Learn how to build a whole team of folks and get them going and try to kill everything. Guildmaster Guildmaster gratuitous subtitle is available at the low cost of insert price here. So head on over to Steam and pick up Guildmaster gratuitous subtitle, the retro commedio fantasio computer aesthetic tactical strategy game that you've all been waiting for. Pick it up and put it in your mouth. No, don't put it in your mouth. Definitely do put it in your mouth. No, do not put it in your mouth. Go ahead and put it in your... No, I'd forbid you from putting it in... Okay, go ahead, put it in your mouth.
Hello, welcome back. I seem to be... Yes, I'm having some lag here. Oh dear. Hopefully it'll clean itself up. Oh, it seems better now. Okay. Hopefully it'll be okay. Well, at least it did it during the break. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to a couple of new people who've joined. Let's see, Christoph and someone else. Wait, I'm sure I saw someone else. Deluxe Tux, hello, welcome. Sorry, welcome. We're just doing the some pixel arting of a spaceship. Lovely spaceship. This is the wrong color. Is it? I don't know. I'm gonna fine tune the palette a little bit, but this is sort of a general idea for what we're going for. If you want to see what this looks like in 3D. That's the view I started with. So the way I'm doing this is I'm kind of building a 3D model to be a guide, and then making it in pixels like this afterwards. So this is the general design I've come up with. We started with this. Actually, that's not quite what we started with. The palette's been changed, but you know. Lag alert, shields up. It's fine. Okay. Yeah. So, doesn't contain any nuts. Yes, Guildmaster does contain nuts. 30% off for the Halloween sale for a few days. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't. And thank you. Thank you, Christoph. Much appreciated. So, what to add next? So there's a danger of adding too much. So, I think we've got like a nice density of stuff around here. Could be a few little details around here. Like maybe, you know, some kind of shape. But maybe that's too much. I'm not sure. I don't hate the idea of these kind of lines. Sort of definitional lines, just sort of tracing areas. Something like that. Just, I don't know. Like make it like little panels. No, that doesn't look right. That looks circular. I don't know. Maybe not. It's all about experimentation, I guess. Still relatively new to pixel art, but oh, I like that. I can't. Ooh, look at that. What do you think of that? Could make that another sort of. Not sure. Maybe. Not like that. Not like this. Could go with a. What happens if I do this? No. Let's add a new. Ooh, what if I do this? Even. Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I have like a little sort of glowy thing here. Could even. I'll leave that there for now. Can always take it out later. Could extend these lines to make something. Like that. Maybe that's not good. Not sure. Try taking it all the way to the nose? You mean like this? Maybe. Oh, the light. Okay. Yeah, sorry. It's not always. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of. I'm not sure about that. I could try it both ways. Let's see. Let's see. Which way do we prefer it? Do we prefer it going all the way? Going all the way, or not? I think I have a bit of extra on my side. Oh, lag. Yeah. When it lags, it tends to increase the stream delay. So you can yeah, you know that because you're fixing it. Oh, that was poor. That was bad. What if I do this? Ooh, I like not going all the way. Yeah, I kind of agree. I thought that was maybe just me. Good to know, Octurus. Don't go all the way. Sorry. Like teeth. What? Ooh, I mean, kind of. I mean, this is like 2D panels, though. They're like kind of flat on the thing. And then we could do like a big panel here. In context of this and in general, yes, quite. Like maybe it sells it better if I add these. This is like the expansion port, right? It's like the unused expansion port on the Super Nintendo. It just I'm not sure if that's good. Front thing that goes around the nose could have like a zigzag thing. What do you mean? This part? That's where you plug in the hard drive and the network adapter on PS2, yeah. I think this kind of ruins the perspective a little, though. I think this line is wrong. It needs to be more like that. No, that's not good either. Gives it a toothy look. I kind of want it to have this sort of like the front of a the wrong way. How is that the wrong way? I mean, if I do it this way, then it's like backwards. Be closer to the wait. Yeah, no, that's breaking the perspective. That's the other way around. Like, this is what the ship looks like in 3D. So the perspective lines go this way, not that way. Not sure about the bolts. Yeah, that's true. They did make it look a bit small. The slant would be lesser. Oh, I see what you mean. Like that? Yeah, sorry. I know it's difficult to explain visual things with a stream lag delay and with me talking to multiple people at the same time. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that does actually... It kind of looks better, but it's also kind of wrong. Maybe it needs to be just slightly less... This few pixels leave room to cheat it a bit. That's true. We could also do something like this. Like actually extend the shape a bit. I know I said I didn't want to change the shape, but I've already done that now. Ooh. Ooh. Now it has kind of like a star shape to it. Do you want to have any kind of landing gear? I don't think so, because it's too big. It's a spaceship. It's like a... The size I'm thinking of, this is kind of too big to land. Oops. Then again, the Voyager could land. What do you think of that? Does that sell the shape? You see what I'm thinking? I'm thinking it's kind of like a... Like it's got a pointed end. I mean, it does have a pointed end. So that's the thing. If I... Hang on, let's do this. Let's actually see how it looks if I actually make it the shape that I've drawn. If I just go in here and... I don't have a numpad. It's so stupid. I needed to remove the numpad in order to fit this keyboard on the desktop on this new desk though. The face. Oh, there's one. Okay, then let's just fill in this space. There we go. So from there, oh yes, it does kind of have that that sticky out bit at the back. Yeah. Okay. Would you also tip over any kind of realistic mass distribution? It's the inertial dampness, you know, the structural integrity nonsense. It's the Heisenberg compentators. It's bullshit field. Yeah. Better keep the whole bottom as a single color. It's clear it's the same underside. Yeah? I mean, it is the same color, isn't it? Oh, wait, do you mean, like, make this that color as well? Because the thing is about... The reason I want this green is because it's, like... It's a sort of separate chunk of the ship. You see it has this lip? You know, I kind of really want to sell that. That this is, like, a sticky out module bit. You want to change the shape of the ship? You fixed it. Blender's default shortcuts are balls, yeah. That looks great. Thank you. Thank you. You accidentally made it more accurate to the 3D model. I think maybe it's because that's what I had in mind, you know, in my limited visual imagination. But yeah, I'm really quite pleased with how this is going. Let's just quickly duplicate it on the other side, because I wanna. There we go. Oops. There we go. Now we have the... Ooh, yeah. I think that's coming along nicely. It's not too detailed. It could do with a few more details. I think maybe this part... Maybe there should be some, like, windows or something, like the bridge or something. But even though... A rake. Welcome. So is the 3D model for reference, or is it going to be the game? So I was not sure about that. Originally, I was going to make it part of the game, but I had some problems with texturing, because... I like 3D modeling. I hate texturing and UV mapping. So if I do 3D models for a game, it's probably going to be flat shaded. But for this game, I've decided to use the 3D models as a reference. So basically, I took a screenshot of this, I drew around it, and I came up with this. And it'll be really useful for things like the sort of schematic view of the ship from the top or even the side. You know, yeah. So, what have I missed? Could be a different shade of blue. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Let's add a new color here. And then... Maybe that's just the wrong color. Saturated, darker. I don't know. I kind of really want it the same color. Let's see. Looking really nice, but where do the fighters launch from? Launch fighters. I mean, there could be like a little bay sticking out at the bottom, maybe. Or they could launch from the back, you know, like the Enterprise. The module slapped on it's pretty well done. Thank you. Yeah, so basically these things on the side of weapon ports is going to be like a custom weapon port for some kind of crystal ship. I think if anyone's seen late series of Stargate SG-1, like the Ori ships, you know, I'm having a thought like that. They have this big, super powerful front-facing weapon. I mean, it shouldn't be super powerful because, you know, a line of very small windows. Yes, the no window design. Schematic overview of the ship alongside it will work beautifully in game. Thank you. This could be the no fighter variant. Yeah, the bottom module could be the fighter bay. I'm not sure 100% if there will be fighters in the game. Maybe. They'll basically work like projectiles that don't hit the enemy. They just fire at the enemy essentially, and you can shoot them down like you do missiles. Let's see how it looks adding windows. So let's add them along here. Not sure how they should be structured. That kind of looks like a bad symbol. Yeah. Could just do single pixels, but maybe not. Looks like a teenager's mustache. DLC for the ship's additional fighter base. Yeah, I mean this is for the enemies. You know, this is the enemy ship. This is not going to be the player ship. Like Thunderbird 2, you can put whatever into the bay. Yeah, that's not working. Modular spaceships, yeah, definitely. Wouldn't mind hangar ports on the nose, away from crew areas, but close to weapon system of the enemy. It does make sense to have fighter bays at the front, because you know, like in like Babylon 5, the Omega class destroyers, they have the fighter bay like right at the front. DLC to increase difficulty, yeah. Let's just have another see how it looks with a little bit of shading. I think that already looks better. I still don't know if I want to do the sort of right where you were drawing the mustache, like fighter base here. Maybe this ship is a little bigger than you're thinking. I'm thinking like this would be like, this could have like 2 fighters in it. It's more like a Viper defense craft than a huge thing. I don't know, maybe. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it could be any size. Something like that size for a launching port. Oh yeah, when they launch out of the Babylon 5 itself, they actually did some calculations. So the reason they launched like that is because they're using the rotation of Babylon 5 as a kind of centrifugal thing. So as it's spinning, it sort of lets go of them, and that momentum actually carries them out. So they can leave the bay without having to fire their thrusters, which is brilliant. You know, non-space buff, all these ship names like you throw around a lot. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get some references here. Let's get some references. So, let's have a look at the Omega class destroyer. So let's find a good image. Okay, yeah, that's a nice one. Okay, so this is the Omega class destroyer. Right at the front here we have the fighter bays, and they just fly straight out the front. On the sides we have some laser cannons, a bunch of I believe these are communications antenna, Earth Force logo, and then this part is the crew section, which rotates to create gravity. And at the back we have a few more cannons and the engines. That's the chap. And let's look at the Ori ships. Sorry, I'm a massive spaceship nerds. So these things are dangerous. Okay, so small spoiler for Stargate. So you have these kind of, you have this big thing at the front. It's not actually a crystal. I thought it was a crystal. But they have this kind of crazy power generation thing in the middle, and then the front of it is just... Actually, you can't see that. Sorry. Yeah, the front of it is just one big weapon. Don't know much... Anything either? Maybe Star Wars stuff at most and Star Control. Gotcha. Oh, thank you, Gabriel. First Wing Commander game had a carrier with launch tubes, but a normal landing deck for recovery. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. There was something else I wanted to cover today, and that is Judge Groovyman has asked a question for the Q&A section. So let's get... Hello! Yeah, you're there, Judge Groovyman. You've been here. Of course you have. So yeah, I have a Q&A thing that is part of the patron rewards. So patrons and also Twitch subscribers, I'm going to get into this a bit later, that can ask, how I'm going to simplify this system, can ask questions for me to cover. I've done a few of these before. Yeah, so they can be about anything really. But it's something where you can just ask me any question you want in the comments and I'll just answer. But if you want something sort of long form and more detailed, then here we go. This is Judge Giverman's question. Having in mind the idea of vertical slices, could some of us alpha test this game to provide super early feedback sometime soon? Obvious self-motivation, I want to play it. Well, thank you, Judge Giverman, and thank you for the question. And yeah. So, before we do that, so what is a vertical slice? So basically, it's like a part of the game. It's like a demo in a way. It's kind of like a fully playable, short experience of what the game is going to be like. So maybe 5-10 minutes of gameplay. So a demo is pretty much like it. So it would have all the functionality that is, or at least most of basically the functionality that's in the full game, but just a small section of it. So usually this is used for sort of marketing, to send it to publishers and get them to to buy into it basically. So what would that be for this game? Firstly, I need to come up with a title for Space Cards, but generally I think it would need to be include some of the deck building. So it couldn't just be one fight. That wouldn't be enough. So we'd need to have several... I'll see you later, Alferis. Good to have you here. Meow! Yeah, and hope to see you again. Thanks for joining. All hands on deck. Yes. That is a very good idea. Okay, I'm going to put that down. That has been mentioned before. So let's just put that here. Okay. So I'm thinking this would be like you'd pick your starting you'd have one ship. You'd pick your starting crew, and you'd have a few fights, and you'd get some extra cards to add to your deck and play through a bit. So the full game is going to be a lot more than that. You're going to be going through several areas, and yeah. I think it has been mentioned before, so you might... I think either of you said it before, maybe both of you did, but I do recall that being said. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if I want to do this, but maybe. But, let's see. So yeah, one interesting thing about doing a vertical slice is it makes you sort of finish the design before you finish the game, which really is in some ways how you should do it. Brain is paused, sorry. Yeah, so you'll come to these decisions of like what the game is supposed to be before you finish it, rather than but once you've done the vertical slice, what you have to do then is add more content. So I'd add more ships, more systems, more encounters, more cards. But the basic idea of how the combat works, how everything works, would be in place. So there is an advantage to doing it this way. So how soon for this game? I don't know. Is the answer, because it's really got a lot of. It's just the obvious double meaning. Yeah. Are you thinking of going compatible for mobile? Maybe. That's a good idea. Yeah, especially like maybe tablet, but not necessarily phone, because phone might be a bit too small. I don't know though. Definitely worth considering. But yeah, I don't know how long it'll be before I have a vertical slice of this game, because it's still really quite early in development. But if you do want early access to some of these prototypes I'm building, none of these have been done yet. Like none of it's really playable. But I intend to have when it's done, TM. I intend to have early versions of these games, of all my games from now on, are going to be available to patrons at a certain tier of patronage. And if you want to join the Patreon, I could probably. Did I do a command for it? Nope, I didn't. Okay, but you can probably find it. It's in the panels down there somewhere. Or just Google Jim Makes Games. Yeah, so none of this. There's no point necessarily getting this tier yet, unless you just want to offer your support, because there are no early prototypes yet. Thank you, Judge Grieverman, much appreciated. So there's none of these prototypes are going to be available yet, but I am going to make, as soon as something is playable, people at that tier, patrons at that tier, will be able to play it. Let's see. So I'm having a rethink about how the Patreon tiers work, because I have these 3 tiers. I have Jim Thanks You, which is just like your base tier, which has, your name goes in the credits and stuff like that. Then there's the second tier, which is Jim Answers Questions, which allows you to ask questions like this. I then expanded it so that Twitch subscribers could also ask questions, but that hasn't really worked out very well, because it requires the integration with Discord, and it's all a bit complicated. So I'm thinking, and then there's the third tier, Jim Makes Games. These all need to be renamed, which is where you get the access to the early versions. So I'm thinking of merging the first 2 tiers, basically. So basically everyone will have access to the Jim Answers Questions side of things, partly because it simplifies things, and also because there hasn't been a lot of demand for Q&A subjects, and so just opening it up to everyone who is a supporter, whether they're a Twitch subscriber or a patron, makes a lot more sense. And I'm also wondering if anyone has any ideas for other perks I could add, like something I could replace the second tier with, or just remove the second tier. Let me know, either here or on Discord or anywhere, if you have any ideas for perks I can offer for your support. So, epic StarCraft music. Right, so that's vertical slice may be coming at some point, but before that there will be a playable version of some kind for the supporters. And if you have any questions you'd like me to cover on stream, or any just subjects you want to ask about, or anything you want me to show you how to do on Unity, or anything you want me to give tips on in pixel art, anything, just give me some stuff to answer. But also let me know what you think about the patron perks if you're a patron and stuff like that. But yeah, basically, if you're a Twitch subscriber, you can ask me a question to be answered like this. That's the simple takeaway. Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? Yeah, I need a drink. I'm talking so much I'm getting thirsty. Okay. I kind of want to just have a look at what this looks like in the game, just because I can. So if I just save it. Export. Yep. Where does this go? I think it will just put it in the game folder. Da-da. Oh, thank you for the question, Judge Grieverman. I appreciate it. It's all good. It's all fun. Let's see. There it is. Okay. So, let's just set the parameters here properly. Make sure it's not filtering it. Apply. Now I should just be able to go into the bridge, change the enemy ship texture to this. Oh yeah. Oh wait, that's wrong. The size is all wrong. Okay, let's see. We want that at what scale? 3? That's 2. 3, I think. Yeah. Let's move it around a bit. Oh, no, that's wrong. There we go. Okay. Let's see how it looks. I quite like that. So we'd obviously have some stars in the background, maybe a planet, stuff like that. Let's just fire at it. Pew! So obviously the it all doesn't look quite as polished as it should. Oh, look at that! The lasers came out of it. I mean, it's all wrong, but it's happening. Something's happening. It's gonna look shit when it does its shield boost. I know that. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah. I think it has actually. I think it's the wrong resolution because the pixels look smaller. I think it should be 4. Ooh. Yeah, that looks kind of more menacing actually. Filling the screen like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure those pixels match now. Let's get a closer look. Wait. Yeah, so this is too wide. Yeah, that is correct. Okay. Yeah. Missile. Shield leech. The nostril lasers look cool. Yeah, they are nostril lasers, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, I like it. I like it. Is it going to do a shield boost? I just want to see it look wrong. Come on. Maybe I screwed up the shield boost somehow. It's just firing lasers now. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Achoo. What? Did I sneeze? Oh, right, no. Yeah. It's the Achoo cannons. Yeah. Would another screen have top-down view for seeing different targets? So, yeah, basically these side screens, instead of this kind of display, it will have some kind of schematic view of the enemy ship. Let's see if I can find how that was supposed to look. Hang on. No, that's not it. No, bridge layout design. Here we go. So this is the giant mess that we came out with a few streams ago. So you can see it will have something like this. So you'll see the top-down view, and then hang on. There. We'll have the top-down view with the ship's systems displayed here, and the player ship's systems here. And the completely original bridge down here, and then the nice sort of picturesque view in the middle. Yeah, and for targeting, I think I talked about this already. I talked about this before. This is on the Mars devlog. Targeting is going to be on the cards themselves, because the cards are going to be like little electronic pads that open up and show stuff. And yeah, it's cool. Looks good in the game. Looking forward to seeing the accompanying schematic. Yeah, should be cool. Oh yeah, look, we can target different things. It's not really... doesn't really do much right now. But cool. I'm quite pleased with that. So, I think what I want to do...
Shut up, Wesley!
Phew, that was loud. Oh, that was really loud. Hello, Dan. Welcome. How's it going? Oh, goodness. You must announce your presence. I'm just going to do a little... shout out for Dan. So Dan is working with Julia Minamata. I hope I got that right. The shout out, not the name. Well, the name too. On the Crimson Diamond. You must be familiar with the Crimson Diamond. It's an awesome EGA text-based adventure game. Dan is doing the music, And yeah. So welcome. Let's run you through the look of my game here, shall we, Dan and everyone? So it's still all a bit of a mess, but the idea is this is a space combat deck building game. So you get a number of cards, you play them, and stuff happens. You fire lasers at the enemy ship, and you can steal some of their shield power. Can't play that because I don't have enough command. The enemy ship fires. So today we've been working on the pixel art here for this. Thank you, Dan, for this ship, and we can fire missiles. They take a little while to reach. They go in transit here, and they'll reach the target at the next turn. You can shoot down enemy missiles. They can shoot down yours. That sort of thing. Let's boost the shields. Cool. We have a little crew down here. It's all very placeholder. At least some of it is. We definitely need to add more details to the bridge because these clones are not cutting it for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it so far. What do we want to do for the next 15 minutes before I end stream? I guess I'll just go back to working on the ship a bit. Yeah, why not? So I really need to sort of fix the palette here. It's kind of off, but it's mostly the design. Divide by zero card. Yeah, just crash the game. The pie card. Not sure what you mean. Yeah. I kind of want to draw the big gem that goes in the middle here. Let's put it on a new layer. New layer. Let's just start drawing it, shall we? I think we want to make it red, not cyan. There we go. Yeah. Okay. It looks kind of nasty and menacing as it is, but yeah, let's make this. It's too saturated. Can't remember how I drew gems. I'm going to look up the old gems from Guildmaster just to get some ideas. Where did I put them? Icons. Damn it. It's under GUI, it's under icons, it's under MISC. Yeah, there we go. So this is the Amulet of Health from Guildmaster. Kind of cool if I just copy and paste it straight in and then just modify it a bit. Let's do this on a new. Okay, the sprite's all messed up, but got the shape. That's what's important. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, gonna need some different reds. Darker red. Basically, it looks like we have Tribute Your Old Games. Yeah, why not? Absolutely. It's a Guildmaster reference. Yeah, this is the guild of spaceships. I mean, it kind of works, but it's kind of a different shape. So you know, it's. But why not? Probably want the edges dark as well. But yeah, I've included a twig in every game I've made so far. The one in Guildmaster is actually kind of obscure, but yeah. So I will have to add the twig into the next game as well. I think that looks alright. Let's add some shine on it, like that. Looks like hay. Pomegranate, yes, exactly. It's the pomegranate weapon. It's the yeah. You know, that doesn't look shit. It looks kind of cartoony, maybe, but I think tweaking the palette a bit might help. Let's make this a little like that, and then this a little less. Yeah, looks like a bug eye. Oh yeah, yeah. That's cool, actually. I kind of that works too. Do this a little less dark. Cartoony isn't bad. No, not really. Not really. It is. It still is kind of cartoony, actually, isn't it? I mean, look, it has outlines. You know. Yeah. Pi card. Maths are fun. Have the enemy computer calculate the last digit of pi. 132. Oh yeah. I do like the idea of having kind of hacking stuff. You know, like your science officer can. Like I have a bunch of crew cards here, so we have. Science officer can do stuff like disrupt the enemy systems, which will like give them a bunch of useless cards, which just fill up their hand and their deck. There's all kinds of fun stuff that science officers can do. You know, match the weapons to their shield frequencies, bust through their enemy, bust through their shields and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Not 100% pleased with this shape though. Let's see if we can tweak it a little. We could go simpler, like that. Or... something like this. No, that doesn't work. I think Jean-Luc Pie card. Oh! De-escalates the fight through diplomacy. Yes. I love that. The Jean-Luc Pie card. Play it. Yeah. I mean, I can't use that, obviously, for obvious reasons. I really need to fix my sound setup so I don't jump out of my skin when anyone tells me to shut up, Wesley. Yeah. One of the games has nice gemstones. Let's try. Let's just look up pixel art gemstones. I think Kyrandia has some really nice gems, doesn't it? Okay, but look at this stuff. These look ridiculous. Look how good that looks. Look at that. That's obscene. No one should be allowed to make anything that looks that good. I mean, these are still good, but that. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. Let's just look up Kyrandia. I never did Kyrandia on my channel. I should do that sometime, but it's kind of frustrating. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. How beautiful are those? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. You know, there's a lot of colours in there. Kyrandia has beautiful gems, yeah, and a stupid protagonist. Yeah, that looks much better than this shit. Okay, I might have a go at making more beautiful gems, but not right now, because this is mostly concept stuff. The tweaking and the perfecting can be done later. Like the nice thing and the difficult thing about spaceships is you can make it. You can and you have to make it all up as you go, in a way. Especially more alien ships, you know, there's no rules for aliens apart from laws of physics. You know. So you have free reign, but you also don't have a lot of guidance. So it cuts both ways, really. We're getting sick of collecting the gems. Yeah, the limited inventory would be the really annoying thing for me, and the bullshit deaths. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking this needs a little bit of space here, like that. Yeah, maybe? No. Is that better? Like that? No, that's worse. Okay. Laws of physics were made to be broken. Yeah. Especially in gaming. Just play the break the laws of physics cards. Maybe this does this look better with red? No. Purple. Oh, let's leave that as is. Details. What details to add? making stuff up here. Came from Lure of the Temptress to Kyrandia due to my love of point-and-click games at the time. I think Kyrandia soured that love to the end. I mean, I never played Lure of the Temptress, but that was the same guys who made Beneath the Steel Sky, right? But I think it was a lot easier to die in Lure of the Temptress. Yeah, so if you like Lure of the Temptress, play Beneath the Steel Sky. That's really good stuff. I love that game. Played that on my YouTube channel. This looks like shit. Okay. Kyrandia was the best looking point and click VJ game, yet it was also incredibly frustrating. Yeah. Definitely. Second game. The second Kyrandia game? I'd never even seen that. I don't even know anything about it. What are your favourite point and click adventures? Let me know. I've been playing through Space Quest. I'm on the last one now, and it's fucking hard going. That game just hates the player, just like so much. It's just always so mean-spirited and sarcastic, just calling you stupid at every opportunity for not coming up with some bullshit solution that's complete nonsense. Like, oh, you're trapped in an alien in a room. Why don't you pull the poster down off the wall and do a shuffle on it to make some static electricity so you can touch his USB port on his head and fry his brain? Because that makes fucking sense. Sorry. 3 Kyrandia games. I only played the first. That's Unavowed, but that's not class. Yeah, that counts though. Who made Unavowed? Is that Wadget Eye? Dave Gilbert? Is that one of his? I didn't play that one. I played Gemini Rue. I think that's the only one of his I played. I still need to play Techno Babylon, which looks really cool. Yeah, Wadget Eye. Wadget Eye is like started the part of the sort of reinvigoration of adventure games. I met him once at Adventure X. I said, yeah, I won't repeat it. I said, yeah, that was cool. I miss Adventure X. I have to go back one day. Pinnacle for Westwood Studios Pixel Art might be Lands of Lore. Oh yeah. That's like the successor to Eye of the Beholder, isn't it? Like the Eye of the Beholder devs wanted to make something outside of the restrictions of D&D. Oops, that's wrong. It's the wrong layer. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. No. Okay, there we go. Does that look good? Maybe. Beginning of SQ5 isn't very good. It gets better. Okay. I will play it some more. Not big on point and clicks. One of my favorites is Full Throttle. Full Throttle is really cool. One of my favorites is for LucasArts is Grim Fandango and Monkey Island, of course, as you can see. Yeah. Pretty easy going as far as that genre goes. All the LucasArts adventure games are fair, except for the early ones like Maniac Mansion. That's not fair. It's not fair at all. But it's still more fair than the Sierra. And Sierra ones are just bastards. That's one reason I never played so many of them, and why it's like a thing to play on my channel now. Or in the last 10 years. Let's just try adding some details like this and see if that does any good. I could be going too far with details. This could be just enough, you know, because again, if we look at this, it's quite sparse, really. There's lots of areas of empty space, shading, of course, and then we have like little clusters of high detail. Obviously, this is a much higher resolution as well, so I think it would be fair to get away with just leaving it as is. What do we think? Do we think this needs a lot more detail, or do you think we've pretty much got it down? I'm just going to keep experimenting. Not big on point and click. I'm not a retro guy, but I definitely enjoy Monkey Island and Grim Fandango. Yeah, they're the high point, really. You like Grim Fandango, but something didn't quite click for me? Didn't quite point and click, you mean? Ha! No. Sorry. Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, Sam & Max, Discworld, Indiana Jones, Dark Seed, Lure of the Temptress, Kyrandia, Beneath the Steel Sky, Full Throttle, The Dig, Deponia, whew, and it goes on. Off the top of my head, yeah. It's about the right level of details, just needed places for modules. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, for weapons, we obviously have this big crystal at the front, which is going to fire some kind of crazy laser. And then we're going to have plug-in modules here, and maybe some on the bottom as well. Like, if you want to target the engines, the laser's going to hit here. I'll target the weapons, it's going to go here. Shield generator. We need to have the shield generator be a distinct object, because it needs to blow up when it gets hit. So let's get rid of this. This is a bit. Oop. Okay. What's the shield generator? I mean, shield generator could just be like in Star Wars, where it's just a dome. That makes sense. Or we could go with something a bit different. In Star Trek, the shield generators are kind of a multitude of things. They're these sort of strips. So we could do something like... let's get some more colors on here. Yeah. Start like this. Could be something as simple as that. Let's see. Crystal can be the shield generator. That's a good point. The shield generator could be the crystal. I mean, I kind of like it as a weapon, but maybe, yeah. That's good thinking. I'll have to think about that. I enjoyed most modern Telltale games. Batman was brilliant. Borderlands was great. Still point, yeah. Telltale's. After Walking Dead, they really went with something quite different. It was more like narrative games than puzzle games. But yeah, if you want to see a, I'm just gonna find it and link it. Let's see, because Dan's here because it's awesome. Crimson Diamond is a great upcoming adventure game. Oh yeah, and the soundtrack is all done with the an actual MT32, so that's worth checking out for you retro fans. That kind of looks shit. Let's not do that. Oh. Should that be a different color? Should those be a different color, or should that just be? Zombies are overdone. Season 1 is good to help put that aside, yeah. I don't know. The crystal should be a different color. It looks organic in comparison to the rest of the ship. Really? Okay. What color should we could try a... Oh, no. Try a bluish color. That's terrible. Like that? Looks too cold for me. Like, I want something that stands out. Sorry. You like it better darker than lighter like this? Is that better? RIP Scooter. I don't know what that means. Beyond a Still Sky. Yeah. I really need to check that out. I haven't. I heard about it when it came out, but I haven't looked at it since. Flash rainbow colors, yeah, like the Spectrum, like the Spectrum color cycling. Doesn't it look better? I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to think about it. Anyway, I think I'm going to finish now because it's been 2 hours, and that's about as long as I usually go. So, thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think about the Patreon thing. Obviously, it's unless anyone has any ideas, I'm just going to merge the first 2 tiers because the second tier doesn't seem to be like really doing anything special. Yeah, and I haven't done much on the Jim Plays Games channel for a while, but I'm going to try to get something done for next week. Yeah, and check out the devlogs if you like, if you want to see how this game has started to come together. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye now. Where's my mouse? There it is. Oh, I almost did it right. Oops, that's not what you want to see. Okay, bye everyone.